It's actually pretty crowded. Tide's going to be going downtown to Chinatown. Just down here doing a couple rentals. Rentals. Let's see. Yeah, I think, tide's a little higher than normal, but as that tide gets lower, it'll get better. This is Sunset, by the way, where Sunset Boulevard intersects with Pacific Coast Highway, kind of right by where all the fires were going down. Can't find my selfie stick. Check out this little chair. So yeah, Sunset Point, tide's going lower. It's like 1 to 2 foot, I guess. It's pretty crowded. It's pretty spread out here. We got like 300 yards of a lineup. This is a super beginner-friendly spot. I'm just doing a couple rentals right now. So I can rent boards to you here also at Sunset, Santa Monica, or like Malibu, by the pier, Malibu Surf Rider, or lessons too. It's about 50, well, maybe 75% lessons, 25% rental, something like that. The rentals are easier, of course. I think we got a little trash pickup group, which is good. The trash pickup group is like 99% girls, so might be a good way to meet some girls. All right, here we go. We got a little outside set coming in. It's getting a good ride. These waves are super mushy here. Oh wow, almost a collision there. So you gotta paddle hard, man. Or to do what that dude did, where he kind of like used the white water to catch it. That'll work too. And then it'll break all the way down into the inside. Sort of the same wave comes down on the inside there. Not gonna make that section there, but this is like, yeah, full on beginner spot here. It's beginner friendly. You can park in the paid lot here, or you can park on PCH for free. I'm not sure what they're charging for this paid lot. It used to be 10. I'm parked on PCH just across the street. There's also some spots, a couple spots across the street. Oh, it is kind of loud here with the traffic noise, but when you're in the water, you don't really hear it. And you could stand up paddle here too. It's actually a pretty decent stand up paddle spot. We rent the paddle boards too if you want those. So to paddle out here, you could go where these guys are going out right here. There's like a little trail, but if you don't want the rocks, just go all the way down by the sand area there. Basically past that last lifeguard tower, you can just, there's a little trail that'll get you to the sand. And you just paddle out in the sand. Dude got attacked by a shark here. I don't know. I don't remember that, but there are juvenile great whites here, but they're not. They're juvenile, so they don't bite humans. They kind of learn how to fish, I guess, you know, on the small fish. I've seen like where they get like a halibut, but they don't really train on the surfers. And then once they get big enough, they head up north, way up north, where the kind of like the herds of the seals are, and then they just hang out in front of the herds. But there'll be like hundreds of seals on the beach, you know, they just hang out right there. It's easy pickings. This would be for an adult great white. This would be this would be like a desert for them. They would like starve to death almost because it's not enough food for them. Now they've studied the great whites and how they kind of hunt, and what they'll do is they get in front of the herd. You know, they can probably smell the herd, or they can just tell that there's a herd on the beach. Then they'll send a couple sharks down, a couple of the younger ones they'll send down and kind of scuffle them up, and then the bigger, more adult sharks will just kind of be waiting for them. That's interesting. And then they've even like tracked them with like a collar type thing, but you know what I mean? They just put some on their fin and kind of track their migration. But what they did notice is if a killer whale comes by, an orca, that shark will swim 1,000+ miles away. It'll just bail quickly, and for hundreds and hundreds of miles. It does not mess around. So they're like enemies, the orcas and the great whites. The orcas just, you know, dominate them. An orca will just ram a come up from underneath and just ram a great white and just knock it, pretty much dead with just a one huge ramming. I don't think they actually eat them. They just kill them. It's like competition. So those two species don't get along very well at all. These waves are sad today. There's a couple sets. It was pretty decent. In between sets, it's kind of a higher tide right now. When the tide gets lower, it'll get better. Like Malibu right now, Malibu Surf Riders, I think it's pumping. If you check the cam on that. I was there a couple days ago. It was pretty good. But yeah, this is a full-on beginner spot, as you can tell by that guy. I can see your chats, but I used to be able to type in the chat. I don't know what's going on here. I think when I did that, I had another phone, so I was like just joining the chat. All right, here we go. There's a couple guys trying to get that. So yeah, it's totally mushy here. See if I can get in on that a little bit. Yeah, I don't have my selfie sticks. I'm sorry about this thing's shaky as a bitch. Let me get it unshaken. I gotta find my little selfie stick. Pretty nice day. I guess it's about 70. The water's pretty warm. Water's been warm lately. I mean, you could trunk it if you just kept it moving. Maybe you could see Palos Verdes in the background there. Kind of looks like an island. I can see Catalina, but you won't be able to see it on this phone. There's a couple massive oil tankers kind of off of El Segundo there. I guess maybe they fill up there. I don't know. I didn't think they did, but maybe they do. There's some refineries down in Wilmington and some other spots. They actually run a pipeline from the refinery to LAX to fill up the planes. I'm not sure if that's from Wilmington or another. It might be from Torrance. Used to be one like North Torrance. I would call this 1 to 2 with occasional 3-footer. These are my renters. I'll go chat with them for a second. So you could, there's like a little trail right here.
Yeah.
You could do that, but there's some rocks.
we're gonna go.
Yeah, go all the way down past the lifeguard tower, and then you can walk down to the sand.
Okay, cool.
That's just the most beginner
Yeah,
friendly.
we'll do that.
All right, cool. Those were some cool peeps. All right, it's kind of small, no doubt. A lot of guys out and girls. Let's see, I call that 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe 50, maybe 60 total. But we're talking 500 yards. If I'm going all the way to the south there. All right, here's a little set coming in. This is mostly a longboard spot, but you know, you could use whatever board you want here. There's dudes that will shortboard it. That is LA County Sheriff. This particular area is LAPD. On the streets and in the air, but adjacent to Malibu. Malibu's LA County Sheriff. Kind of like Palos Verdes is LA County. There's your classic, what we call stink bug stance. Super wide. Not sure the significance of the hang loose LA. So one thing about LA, I mean, there's like a group for everything. You want to clean up, got a group for that. Want to go bike riding, group for that. Volleyball, pickleball. Pickleball's, you know, that's paddle tennis is what it was called. They changed the name to, or somebody came up with pickleball and like sort of got popular with the name change. But they used to call it paddle tennis. We had a paddle tennis court at our house back in the day. It was just like a regular, you know, cement slab to play basketball and stuff on, but it had the net set up and everything full on for the paddle tennis. They're opening up a new pool, wave pool in Palm Springs area. So they're gonna have 2 out there. But the new one they're opening up is going to be way better than the other one. My friend Tony is managing that, and I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I think maybe, I don't know when it's opening exactly. Soon, a few months. Little sets coming in, nothing serious. Here's that beginner guy. He's doing a lesson. He's doing okay. He's a little better now because he was hunching over. He was a huncher. He was doing the Hunchback of Notre Dame style. There's that girl with her stink bug stance. She's getting some. So here you can kind of learn, make your mistakes. No one's going to laugh at you. Well, they may laugh, but no one's going to vibe you here. It's a pretty vibeless surf spot. This would probably be way more aggro, except there's so many better spots that it's like, you know, the beginners get left with this one, which is not bad. I'd say it's way better than your average beach break for sure. Finally got this all opened up after it's been open up for a little bit, but the fires, this place was shut down. The whole parking lot was full of just construction stuff.
Here's a trash bag and here's a bucket.
I think my renters are going to be a while. I told them just take their time. Here's a little set. Let's see. That guy's in position right there. He didn't go for it though. He had a chance. So it's, you know, about head high. Call that a 3-footer. Let's go back out to the point. This place is probably half foam boards. 50-50, 50-50. What I've noticed is the surfing has gotten more crowded over the last like few years. Like Malibu, surf rider by the pier. I used to go out there a lot, and I got many days with hardly anybody out. I mean, I've even had days where it's been just firing, and I was the only one, you know, out as the day started. Even like 11 o'clock, but that was sort of pre a lot of the internet stuff. But now it's so much more packed. I guess that's the result of the foamies. You know what I mean? When they started selling those at Costco, that kind of opened it up, I guess you could say. There was a time during the 60s, I mean, I wasn't around to see it, but there was a time during the 60s, kind of during the Gidget era, where surfing was like super, you know, popular. Then it kind of faded when the 70s came. Kind of faded. But there was like the Gidget movies, there was TV shows. There was a whole craze. I mean, they were selling surfboards at gas stations. That's, you know, how popular it was. Whoa, what's this? This is weird. That dude's got like a foil, but it's got like a little boat. It's got like a, I don't know what the hell, dude. It's got like a remote control boat that's pulling his foil. So he doesn't have electric foil. He's just holding on to like a really powerful remote control boat toy that's pulling his foil. I guess that's one way to do it. That's a trip, bro. I've never foiled. Saw a couple foil dudes out at Malibu. Electric foil ones. They were hauling ass, but they came in pretty quick. I think those batteries run out. Like, I don't know how much battery power you get out of one of those. And that's the thing. I've used electric stuff out in the ocean back in the day, like when it was first coming out. But the one thing was, the freaking battery, dude, was weighing you down big time. That just, it's not natural. You need to be light. Now I have seen the dudes with the foils, you know, when they like pump it, they like gyrate with their legs and stuff. No electricity, just all natural. It's pretty rad. I mean, it must be a workout beyond belief. I'm sure you've seen those videos. Oh, here's another dude. Okay, now this dude and his foil, he's got just a regular electric foil, no boat in front. Oh, that's interesting. That's a way to, you know, it's sort of like a much cheaper way to do the electric foil is what that guy's doing. With the boat, he just has a regular foil and then a pretty powerful boat. But I don't hear it. It must be electric. I mean, I don't know what you call that thing. A toy boat. Unless this is something that's actually legit for foil. It's possible. Some kind of foil device. Maybe there is something like that. If you've ever foiled, put a comment in the below there. I need to find my selfie stick. So this is sunset. Just past that is Will Rogers. Just past that is Santa Monica proper. Starts. I'm not sure exactly where. This is all Pacific Palisades till it touches Santa Monica. Just like a couple miles down. There's a little beach squirrel. You see him? Man, he's camoed. Wow, he looks really outdoorsy. Like that's a different looking squirrel than the one that you see in the trees. He's working the rocks. Now, people probably feed him, and that's why he's kind of hanging out here. He's waiting to see if I chuck him something. Yeah. Damn, dude, that is the funkiest looking squirrel. It's a whole different look to him than the ones you see in the trees. The tree ones have way bigger tail. Almost looks rat-like, but it's not. All right, here's that foil dude. He's getting a little bit of that swell action, catching a little bit of it. I want to see the dude with the toy boat foil action coming closer so I can see what the hell that is. That's a McTavish surfboard. Yeah, McTavish. See people wearing booties here. I guess, you know, if you're going to climb on the rocks, you could wear booties. but you wouldn't really need them here. The waters, you wouldn't need them for the water temp, that's for sure. But I guess if you're climbing on the rocks, it's going to help a lot. Be careful here when you're climbing on these rocks. It's going to be slippery. It's going to be super slippery. Those ones with the green moss, it's like I'm going to pull the rug out from underneath you. Just avoid those ones. All right, guys. All right, so this guy's got one, kind of the foil guy. He came off it. All right. Here's our set today. Three guys got it. Mostly longboarders, but we got one shortboarder there. Is he gonna make this section? Yeah. All right, here's the foil guy. These guys are a little out of position up at the top. Interessante, those foil guys. This is a roll-on. It's a good board, good shape. Those would be your wraparound. Wrap through racks and wrap them through. Call that soft racks, but I guess wrap around racks. Those work good. Oh crap, it's a lot quieter over here. I had one of these for a minute. Same color even. No, I had it's like a tan. It was like a tanner. A little darker, like more brown. The surf van is the way to go. Surf van, although they say not to get the Mercedes one. That is like you're buying yourself a gnarly bill. How much is it to park here?
Well, I don't know. I have a pass.
Oh, really?
I think you can scan down there.
Okay. You have a pass for the whole year?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
How much is that?
It's like $150 or something.
All right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I didn't know they had passes here. I guess it's the same as... Is it the same company that's doing the Santa Monica one? Did you get that pass out of Santa Monica?
It's that pass right there.
Cool. Thanks. No, so not out of Santa Monica. Damn, that's cool. I'll have to look into that. Here's a Westphalia set up. Here, when you put the rack on, you just screw it right into the pop top. But I think it's 10 bones to park here, but I don't know. They may be they upped it to 20. It's like everything else. Oh, okay. They don't even have the guy here. You just pay at the machine. Interesting. Is that Gladstone's open? Let me see. I'm not seeing any prices. Yeah, it's oh, here we go. We're talking seven. What? Oh, okay, I got it. I think I got it. If you come in early, it's $5. $7 on the weekend. That would be before 9. If you come in after 9, it's 13 weekday. Okay. If you come in at 5, it's going to be $5 or $6. We're in this. Oh, okay. No, that's in season. Damn, it's pretty cheap. I'm surprised. It's cheaper in Santa Monica. Now, what's going on here? Okay, Gladstone's, are they open? I thought this place was supposed to close. Is the restaurant open?
Yeah, it's public restaurant.
No, the restaurant.
Restaurant, no, it's from 11.
Oh, okay. Wow, I thought that they were supposed to close this place a long time ago. This would be a good spot to launch your paddleboard. Yeah, I always just park on the highway for free, but you know, I parked in this lot before, but not when it was self. See, wait for attendant, but there's no attendant. Oh, okay, no, we're talking, I think that restaurant will do valet is what's gonna happen there. They're hiring for valet and parking attendant. Check out safetypark.net. Spring and summer. I guess there could be worse places to work for sure. It's Taco Bell over there. There's the Vons there. So you can get all your your eateries going. I think that Vaughn's has a Starbucks.
Oh, that's what I got. I just go in looking like
Okay, yeah, so this dude put a Subaru motor in his van. I don't know how you get past smog with that. I wonder. I wonder how that goes down. California is real strict, but I'm just normally if you don't have the original equipment that it came with, I mean that was back in the day. I don't know, maybe they changed it. They just, you know, if it's not, I think maybe they've changed that. All right, I'm gonna go back over to my car. I'll check back online in 2 and 2. Late.